Tequila Tuesday on the show. At least that's what we're going to call it.
Executive Chef Paul Daubert from Nuevo Cantina Mexican restaurant joins us to tell us more. Congratulations on another Nuevo Cantina in Tampa now.
Thank you. We've been open for a month there and for 2 years in St. Pete. And it's been absolutely nuts there. We opened the doors and people just killed us.
Absolutely.
So that's a good thing.
And is that before or after the tequila?
Well, depends on how many they have. 1, 2, 3 floor.
We've been having fun. I mean, Chef keeps wanting us to start doing shots. And we say, no, Chef, we've got to do our job first. And that, though, involves you and your job, which means cooking up a little something. What are you making?
What we're doing today is a seafood ajío. It's one of the platter dishes. It's shrimp, grouper, and scallops, and a bunch of other ingredients, everything from garlic to ajío peppers, garlic butter, lemon, tequila to deglaze it with. So what we're going to do
you
here.
worked tequila in there somewhere, didn't you,
See,
Chef?
I had to get it in there.
So what kind of oil is that?
This is actually an olive oil.
Okay.
And I've already got pans hot.
Multiple pans.
And what we're doing is we're doing this little TV style. We're going to do all 3 things at once.
Multitasking.
Just as you season all your seafood, make sure you season it well. Now this is fresh Gulf grouper, also because this is grouper week here in Tampa, St. Pete.
Okay.
So what we have that. So I let that cook just a minute before I add the scallops and the shrimp. And what you want to do is I use a little wider pan because that way the seafood's not ganged in together and gets to breathe a little bit. So you're going to get a better sear on it. You know, if you push too much seafood together, it's going to almost boil it.
That's a good tip.
So,
I love a chef that shares some tips.
You know, you could cram it all in a small pan, but it's not going to come out as good and colorful.
Nice.
So we'll go ahead and put some of it in here. And this is actually a very popular dish because it's local seafood.
Right.
So what we got here, now what we'll do is, since we have a little oil in here, we'll add our vegetables in here and start getting this all going.
Okay. And this is just a little paprika sort of
actually, that's our house seasoning. It's basically a Sazon, which is a Puerto Rican spice, and a little bit of extra goodies in there. Some Cajun, a little bit of, Mexican spices, cumin.
You don't have to tell us. We have to come in and try it.
A little bit of everything. It's fun.
We're seeing Sazon a little bit more than we had in the past, aren't we?
Right, because it's a lot of Cuban, a lot of Puerto Rican, a lot of Caribbean dishes are all coming out. So everybody's throwing it.
Look at me.
It's a basic, it is actually basic for them, but it's a very involved seasoning. It has all kinds of stuff in it.
See, I'm remembering the things I'm learning. Let's not get carried away. I still like my cereal and pizza, but I'm starting to learn more about cereal.
Cereal late at night.
Or know more about seasoning.
So what we'll do is we'll let this sear on one side. Now, you get a little too close, the spices will get at you.
Or your hair will go up in flames.
Or your hair will go up in flames. So now that we've hit this a little bit, now garlic butter you put in a little bit after it's cooked, because if you put in right away, it's going to burn. So, a couple of these things right here, tongs right here, we'll flip them individual. So that way.
The garlic butter is for after, for dipping.
Well, it's almost a finishing butter, a flavoring butter,
Now, this is something, too, that you obviously can get on your menu. Kind of give us an idea while we're letting everything sizzle up, what people can experience when they could come to dine.
Authentic, actually central Mexican authentic food. All our sauces are scratch made. The only thing I buy there is actually ice cream. So we have churros, we have poblanos, we have stuffed poblanos, carnitas, which is a pork one. We have traditional chile rellenos. We have seafood enchiladas. We have carne asadas, all your fajitas.
And all your
tacos.
All your tequila.
All our tequila. 60 brands of tequila.
Wow.
So
have
here
you tried all of them?
Well, I'm working on it.
Nice. It's a good goal.
We haven't been open that long yet, so. So now here's a little herb butter, garlic butter that we have.
Oh, yummy.
So we're going to put that in there. A little bit more garlic, just to make you happy. Now, I've cut them a little bigger, so that way if you are doing it, you can, if you don't want it, you don't have to have it.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. Please the non-garlic.
This here is working right along. See, you don't need to cook it to death. You still want your crisp vegetables and everything.
Okay.
Now that we have a little bit of oil in here, we'll put some rice in here. Let that baby just heaten it up because this is our Mexican rice. It's tomatoes, onions, Mexican spices and everything. We also do have vegetarian and gluten-free dishes.
Oh, nice. And you also have a brunch too, right?
Brunch in St. Pete. We're still working on Tampa.
Okay.
It's been busy. So we're just trying to, first when we get the restaurant organized, and then we'll do Tampa too.
And you know what, Chef, I will see. I think we're taking a look at the finished product because our time is starting to wrap up here. There's the finished product as he's pulling out of the oven. We want to be sure and thank you for coming in today. Go and visit yourself. Once again, the Tampa location, you say Gandy and...
Gandy and South McDill.
There you have it, folks.
Thank you for cooking for us.